You are not stuck, you are simply holding on to an energy you haven't yet released. Every thought you've repeated without questioning, every emotion you've buried instead of expressing, every memory you revisit with heaviness instead of clarity. These are frequencies. They don't just sit still inside you. They shape the field you live in. They magnetize your experiences. They become the architecture of your reality. So if your days have felt slow, uninspired, or disconnected lately, it's not a lack of motivation. It's not a lack of motivation. It's energy that's ready to move. And when you shift that energy, when you choose to realign your vibration, your entire reality bends with you. This isn't just morning routine advice. This is soul work disguised as daily habits. Welcome back, beautiful soul. Whether you're deep into your journey with the law of attraction or just beginning to awaken to its truths, I want you to know your power to create, attract, and embody your highest timeline begins the moment you decide to meet the day with intention. This video is your energetic reset today. We're diving into soulful practices, not just rituals for the sake of routine, but energetic activators designed to help you reprogram the subconscious, clear emotional residue, and align with the frequency of the reality you truly desire. Because manifestation doesn't begin with the outside world. It begins with your personal field, your emotions, your beliefs, your frequency. The energy you bring to the day is the invitation you send to the universe. So how do we send the right invitation? How do we walk into the day as if the reality we're calling in is already inside of us? It starts with alignment, and that alignment is not something you chase. It's something you become. Through movement, intention, emotional clarity, and deep presence, you return to your core frequency. Let me guide you there. This isn't about checking off tasks or following a 5-step routine just to feel accomplished. This is about vibrational calibration. This is about stepping into the morning and into your life as a match for your dream reality. Because everything you're asking for is already real in the quantum field. The only question is, are you an energetic match for it right now? Today, I'll share with you a series of energetically charged practices that I personally live by. Not because they sound good, but because they help me feel different. Think different. Attract different. They move me closer to that aligned, magnetic, clear version of myself who naturally draws in abundance, love, peace, and opportunity. Whether you're calling in more wealth, clarity in your purpose, or a sense of deep inner peace, these practices are how you shift your baseline vibration and attune to the frequency of what you seek. And more importantly, how you become the version of you who no longer needs to seek because they are already living it. Let's start with your body. When energy gets stuck emotionally, mentally, spiritually, almost always shows up physically. It might look like low motivation, heaviness in the chest, an anxious undertone that hums through your day. That's not weakness. That's unexpressed frequency. That's a part of your energy body asking to be moved. The first portal of shift is physical presence. So before you do anything else, before you scroll your phone, before your to-do list takes over, I want you to stand in your power. Literally, there's a reason power poses change your state. Your posture tells your subconscious who you believe you are. When you open your stance, lift your chest, breathe into your diaphragm, and speak words of intention from that place your nervous system listens. Your reticular activating system tunes in. Your energy field, REALIGNS, now layer that with affirmations. Not the ones that feel forced or robotic, but the ones that resonate. Affirmations are not about magic words. They're about tuning your inner dialogue to the frequency of truth, the truth of who you're becoming, the truth of the identity you're stepping into. But here's where most people get stuck. If you say something you don't believe, your subconscious resists it. That's why your affirmations must be believably at least a 6 out of 10 on your internal belief scale. So instead of saying, "Shh, I am a millionaire," when your subconscious screams, "No, you're not," try this: "I'm learning how to handle money with ease," or "I'm becoming a vibrational match for overflow." These bridge statements still point toward your vision, but they're energetically accessible. And the more you repeat them from a grounded place, from a powerful posture, with breath in your belly, the more they integrate, the more your internal wiring begins to shift. You are not just saying words. You are writing new code into your subconscious operating system. And that code is what your outer world will eventually mirror. From here, we move into the frequency amplifier of gratitude, but not surface-level gratitude. I'm talking soul-deep recognition for what is already working in your life, however small. Because here's the truth: gratitude is not a passive emotion. It's a magnetic signal. When you feel grateful, you emit the frequency of receiving. And when you emit that frequency consistently, the universe reads it as a sign. This person is ready for more. So don't just write, "I'm grateful for my house." Write, "I'm grateful for my home because it holds me, protects me, and gives me a space to dream bigger." Feel the because. That's where the frequency lives. 3 deep gratitudes felt, not just listed, can shift your entire emotional field for the day. That's not theory. That's physics. Now imagine starting your day like this. Standing tall, speaking to your future self through belief-aligned affirmations. Feeling the electric warmth of gratitude spreading through your chest. Breathing in the present moment with full awareness. You haven't even left your room yet tanned. Your vibration is already rising. That's the power of conscious, energetic alignment. And we're just getting started. In Part 2, we'll explore the science behind these practices, the neurology, the frequency fields, the vibrational truth that makes them work. I'll show you how each action reprograms the subconscious and reorients your energetic signature. We'll go deeper into daily visualization, intention setting, tapping, emotional release, and movements so you not only know what to do, but understand why it transforms you. This is how we stop surviving and start manifesting deliberately. And this is how you remember who you really are. The law of attraction is not wishful thinking. It's not about repeating pretty words and hoping for the best. It is energy science. And your body, your mind, your subconscious, they're all instruments in this delicate, powerful symphony of creation. Let's start with why these practices actually work. Your thoughts aren't just mental, they're vibrational pulses. Each thought you think carries an energetic signature. And when it's repeated often enough, especially when it's fused with emotion, it imprints into your subconscious. That imprint then becomes your vibrational set point. The energy, your field, radiates out into the quantum field. And here's the part most people miss. The universe isn't responding to your words. It's responding to your frequency. So when you say an affirmation, but inside you feel disconnected, doubtful, or flat, that's the signal you're sending. But when you say an affirmation while standing tall, breathing deeply, and feeling even a flicker of belief, that is when the rewiring begins. Your subconscious mind, the silent architect of your habits, perceptions, and beliefs, responds to emotionally charged repetition. That's where affirmation and embodiment meet. The reticular activating system, RAS, a cluster of neurons in your brainstem, acts like a filter. It lets in information that aligns with your dominant thoughts and beliefs and filters out everything else. So when you declare, "I'm becoming someone who creates wealth with ease," and your body believes it even a little, your RAS starts scanning your reality for evidence of that being true. This is not magic hits. Energetic pattern recognition. Visualization amplifies this even further. When you close your eyes and see your desired reality clearly, vividly, and let yourself feel it in your body, You're doing more than imagining. You are rehearsing a new energetic identity. Studies in neuroscience have shown that when you vividly visualize an experience, your brain fires the same neural pathways as if you were actually living it. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's imagined and what's physically experienced. So if you spend 5 minutes a day visualizing your future self, wealthy, peaceful, in love, fulfilled, and feel that frequency rise within you, your body begins to calibrate to that new timeline. Now imagine pairing that visualization with a power pose. You're anchoring a mental image to a physical experience. That's how new beliefs take root, not just in your mind, but in your nervous system, and we reinforce this even further through emotional alignment. That's where gratitude becomes your gateway. When you give thanks for something that hasn't yet appeared in your life, but you do it as if it's already here, you collapse time. You bring the vibrational signature of that desire into the now. You're saying to the universe, I already feel it, therefore I already am it. But what about the days when you feel blocked? When you've tried all the mindset work, but your emotions feel heavy, stagnant, even painful? That's where practices like emotional freedom technique, EFT, come in. Tapping on the body's meridian points, just like acupuncture without needles, stimulates the energetic centers that hold suppressed emotion. And when you combine that, tapping with spoken phrases of release, even though I feel anxious, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, you're sending a signal of safety to your nervous system. Brad Yates, who's been leading EFT for over a decade, has countless scripts for this. Whether you're feeling overwhelmed, financially blocked, heartbroken, or simply stuck, tapping allows the energy to move, because you can't manifest from a place of emotional congestion. If your energetic body is full of yesterday's grief, shame, fear, it doesn't matter how many affirmations you say. You have to clear before you call in. Movement helps with this too. Whether it's yoga, dance, walking, or just shaking out your limbs while listening to music, moving your body moves your frequency. Energy that gets trapped in the body can be released through intentional motion. When you put on a song that lifts you and you move, not to perform, not to look a certain way, but to feel, you begin to shake loose the patterns that are weighing you down. You literally raise your vibration. Because remember, the law of attraction doesn't respond to effort, it responds to energy. So if your morning includes 5 minutes of high-frequency movement, you've already shifted the trajectory of your day. That's not poetic, that's quantum now. Let's go deeper into daily intention setting. Your intention is your instruction to the universe. It is your conscious decision about the energy you're bringing to the present moment. Most people stumble into their day, reacting, scrolling, rushing, doing, but not choosing. That lack of clarity sends a fuzzy signal into the field, and a fuzzy signal returns a fuzzy outcome. But when you begin your day by declaring, today, I embody peace, or today, I'm available for clarity, connection, and ease, you send a laser-focused vibrational message. Intention doesn't just guide your mind, it shapes your field. Even setting an intention for a specific event like this meeting flows with ease, or this conversation feels nourishing, shifts the energy before the moment even arrives. Because when your intention is clear, your attention naturally follows, and your vibration aligns. And finally, let's return to the center. Meditation. Meditation isn't about silencing your mind. It's about becoming present enough to listen to your true frequency. It allows you to step outside of the momentum of your old thoughts, your old identity, and simply observe. That space between stimulus and reactions where your power lives. When you sit in stillness, you begin to feel what's actually there beneath the noise. Start to notice which thoughts feel heavy, which emotions keep circling, which desires are quietly calling you. This is not passive. This is activating awareness. Whether you meditate with a guided practice like a frequency raising or energy protection meditation, or simply breathe in silence, the message to the universe is the same. I'm available for alignment. And that, in itself, is a powerful invitation. So here's how it all comes together. You begin the day not with noise, but with intention. You speak words that activate your future self with your body held in power. You release stuck emotion through tapping or movement. You open your heart with real gratitude. You visualize the life you're calling in and feel it now. You align your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions with the vibration of the life you already know is yours. This is not just a routine. This is a ritual of remembrance, because every time you choose alignment, you are choosing your future. Every time you reset your energy, you're becoming the version of you that already exists in the quantum field. And as we'll explore in part 3, this is where the deeper mechanics of manifestation live, in the fusion of belief, frequency, and aligned action. In the moment your internal world becomes more powerful than your external one, you're not waiting for your dream life, you're tuning to it. You were never meant to chase the life you desire. You were meant to remember it, to feel it first in your bones, to see it in your inner vision, to speak it into being, not as a fantasy, but as a reality that already exists within the field of infinite potential. This is the essence of the law of attraction. You are not here to hustle your way into alignment. You're here to return to it, to strip away the stories, the doubt, the outdated conditioning, until what remains is your core energy pure, magnetic, and in tune with your highest self. And here's the truth that changes everything. Manifestation is not about forcing the universe to give you what you want. It's about becoming the person who naturally receives it, the person who holds the belief, the person who radiates the frequency, the person whose nervous system feels safe with the expansion they're asking for when belief meets emotion, and emotion meets aligned action. You activate the formula. Belief plus energy plus aligned action equals transformation. So how does this actually play out in real life? It starts in the unseen. You begin by seeing with the eyes of your soul, visualizing the life you desire, not as a wish, but as a familiar memory. You picture the details, not to escape the present, but to inform it. And as you do, your subconscious mind begins building bridges between where you are and where you're going. You feel into that future. You embody the emotion now, because your emotional frequency is your broadcast. When you feel abundant, even without the money in the bank. When you feel loved, even without the partner beside you. When you feel peace, even in a storm. You're aligning with the timeline where that reality already exists. And from that frequency, you take inspired action. Not from fear, not from scarcity, not to prove anything, but from alignment. This could look like reaching out to someone intuitively, saying yes to something that expands you, saying no to something that shrinks you, writing the email, signing up for the course, walking into the room with your heart open. Action taken from aligned. Energy is never wasted. Because here's the energetic secret. Your vibration precedes manifestation. But your action confirms it. When you act as if you already are the version of you who has the thing, you collapse the separation between the now and the desired. Let me repeat that. When your action matches your belief, the universe responds with speed. It doesn't always show up how or when you expect, but it always mirrors your inner reality. That's why rituals like power posing, tapping, intention-setting movement, meditation, they aren't just self-care, they're signal tuning. They're ways of telling your subconscious, this is who I am now. And eventually, your outer world catches up to match that truth. Because energy doesn't lie. And when you hold a frequency long enough, consistently enough, with enough emotional charge and clarity, reality bends. You begin attracting synchronicities. You notice nudges. You meet the right people, the doors open, and you walk through, not because you're lucky, but because you're aligned. Let's go even deeper. When you begin living from this space of energetic clarity, you tap into the mechanics of the quantum field. This field surrounding and permeating. Everything does not respond to time. It responds to frequency. In this field, every potential reality exists simultaneously. The wealthy you, the fulfilled you, the joyful, radiant, deeply loved version of you. They're all available, but you can only tune into one channel at a time. That's why we raise our vibration not to be good or stay positive, but to tune in to the frequency of the life we are ready to receive. The clearer your signal, the faster the response. So if there's one truth I want you to walk away with today, it's this. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not blocked. You are simply in the process of remembering your power. You're reattuning your thoughts. You're resetting your emotional field. You're aligning your subconscious to match your soul's vision. This is mastery, not of the world, but of self. And this is why you felt that internal pull to do things differently. Because the life you're calling in requires a different version of you, not because you're not enough, but because you're I. Energy needs to evolve to hold the next level. You're not just attracting the dream. You're becoming the vessel that can hold it. So tomorrow morning, when the alarm goes off and you feel tempted to go through the motions, I want you to pause, breathe, feel, stand. In your power pose, say the words your future self would say. Give thanks for what already feels real. Move your body to shift your field. Set the tone. Set the frequency. Because you are not manifesting in the future. You are manifesting right now. In your next breath. In your next thought. In your next decision to align. And if nothing else, remember this. The more you align with who you truly are, the less effort it takes to attract what you desire. Your authenticity is magnetic. Your energy is your greatest currency. Your belief is the gateway. So walk with clarity. Speak with love. Choose with intention. Because you are not just creating a life, you're becoming the frequency that life responds to. And that is how manifestation becomes inevitable. If this message stirred something in you, consider liking this video or subscribing. For more content like this, leave a comment below if this shifted your perspective. We're all manifesting together. Every like, every share sends this energy to someone who needs it. Thank you for being part of this vibration. Now go feel it, embody it, live it. Your aligned life begins now.